This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Boar Meets World. We are your hosts. I'm Kyle, sitting across the table from me is Steven.
As always. Hello.
Back to the original two this week.
Yeah, sorry.
No Zach, but please send us a email over at boarmailbag@gmail.com.
Hey, look.
I got it? I told you the beanie's keeping the noggin warm. I enjoyed having him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have fun with him on the show?
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you have a pleasant experience?
Yeah, it's okay.
Let us know what you thought. If he went over really well, we'll have him back on. Or if we want him to anyway, so he'll probably be back on.
Yeah, maybe.
So
We'll see.
yeah. Any new mail in the mailbag before we hop on
I
in?
haven't really looked, but I'm going to say no, but I'll open it up here.
Okay. So this week we're going to be covering kind of a serious episode of Boy Meets World. It's season 4, episode 8, Dangerous Secret. So this is for me, I think. Steven will probably correct me once he checks the mailbag and gets back, because we keep it in the other room to check. But yeah, very, very serious episode, like dealing with domestic violence. Or, you know, it wasn't like a serious issue. Well, I was going to say it's not an issue that a lot of kids face, but I'm sure more kids face it than should.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this has got to be the most serious episode so far, right?
So far, yeah. I was going to say probably the most serious episode.
Of the entire series?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was going to let
You're
you
probably right.
correct me. Okay.
I guess. I mean, we got some death and whatnot. I mean,
Yeah. But not to
pretty heavy.
not
but
to
yeah.
not to discount death, but that happens in life.
Sure.
And I'm probably not going to be able to word this correctly, but it's going to happen to you. Domestic violence like this, though, shouldn't happen.
Right.
It really shouldn't.
Really.
So,
Should I ask you, were you spanked as a young man?
weren't we all?
Weren't we all? Yeah.
We were that last generation that got whippings, I think.
Yeah, perhaps.
Well, probably not around these parts, but,
yeah. Very true.
you know.
Very true.
Yeah.
But, did you like it?
Yeah, but I told them no, because their arms would get tired. Had to look out for my folks, you know.
How far do you want me to go into this with you?
What, spankings?
Yeah.
I'll go as far as you need to.
Okay.
We're hillbilly boys. We know what's up.
Who? Dad or mom?
Oh, it's always mom, man.
Really?
Yeah, you never want to fire your dad around, because that's your nuclear option right there. That can never be put back in the can.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean the threat is greater than the actual action.
Okay.
Like, you just wait till your dad gets home, or
So Dad never got a hold of you?
no,
Okay.
never.
Come close?
No.
Yeah. Same situation.
Well, your dad would have to be present first.
Yeah. So he didn't have quite that reach, I don't think.
Arms aren't quite that long. But,
Not quite. No.
But mom,
Oh yeah.
mom, grandma. Yeah.
Grandma, no.
Oh, really?
No. God, no.
Grandpa?
No.
No. Yeah, my grandma was a big fly swatter fan. So.
Okay, so you've had different items.
Oh,
used.
yeah.
Okay.
There was a fly swatter. There was a wooden paddle that my stepmother kept from her family. Had holes drilled in the top, so no wind resistance. It was straight on. Yeah.
Resistance.
Yeah.
Makes a greater strike. I like it.
Yeah. Let's just really hurt this kid. Teach him a lesson he'll remember in his bones.
Get the little twig action ever.
Props if you get that reference. It's from a book. I paraphrased it, but you'll know what it is if you read the book. Anyways, go on.
Get a little twig action ever.
A little twig, like go pick your switch or something like that. Now, we lived out in the country. If I had to go out there and pick my switch, I wasn't coming back.
Shit, he got lost in the woods.
They're just like, well, we'll just make another one. You know, that's what hillbillies do. Kids are assets. Work the farm. I'm kidding, of course.
Boy, I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy. You okay?
Oh, it's okay. What'd you get spanked with? Hand?
I got that. Probably some belts.
Belts.
I feel like a switch was out there. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
The twig?
That's what they called it. Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I got threatened with a belt maybe once or twice. I don't think I ever got it.
Most used was the hand.
Probably fly swatter.
Okay. So I guess you're not a fan of spanking children.
I'm not a parent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I shouldn't have a voice for that sort of thing. I'm not raising children.
Okay.
I think it's wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my opinion matters as much as the parent that says it's wrong.
So it fucked you up?
I mean, you know me. What do you think?
All listeners are like, yep.
I mean, I think it depends on the individual because my brother got quite a few more than I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That surprises me.
A shit ton. Does it?
Yeah.
I feel like it has, like, diminishing returns. Like,
Because he's like the baby.
yeah. No, he got it, like, left and right, man.
Wow.
Just for being unruly.
Okay.
And I think he got to a point where, like, this isn't so fucking bad. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want anyways. For me, I was like, that fucking hurt. I don't want to do it again. It was terrible. I'll be a good little boy.
Yeah.
So maybe I got the desired effect. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like it just kind of creates a like conflict between the parent and child.
Sure.
Like you shouldn't fear your parents.
Well, yeah, probably not.
I don't think. But at the same time, like, I'm not advocating for, whipping kids, but like, you got to get through to them.
Uh-huh.
And the threat of violence. It just be
a simple solution, I guess.
It's an easy solution.
Yeah.
Let's call it that way.
Mm-hmm. Not the best.
Definitely not the best.
Yeah.
Dare I say the worst possible solution. I think a better solution is if they play video games, you start taking away privileges.
Okay.
Like, okay. Not even tell them, though.
Yeah, help me out with how to take care of my nephews. So.
Oh, okay. I forgot you're watching kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll just tiptoe around that real quick.
Yeah.
But, no,
So
I think,
how many times a day should I spank them?
Yeah. After every meal, morning, noon, and night. Like medicine. Get it in there. Don't skip a dose. You want that shit to build up in their system. No, I'm just kidding. But especially today with like technology being so intertwined into our everyday life,
Oh, yeah.
A child does not need a cell phone for any reason. I think until they get to an age where they're spending extended amounts of times from home.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. It's very weird when I see like these 4-year-olds and they have tablets and whatnot.
Yeah. It is weird.
Maybe I'm just old.
Could be.
Yeah.
But like video game systems when we were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you tell me I couldn't play Super Mario, I would straighten the fuck up a lot quicker. And I would respect you, not fear you. Like, okay, I get it. This is consequences for my actions here. Because, I mean, that's what it all boils down to, right? You're trying to teach them that their actions have consequences.
Sure.
And, you want them to, air quotes, act right. But, yeah, I don't think that it's good at all to whip your kid because it just makes them, and
long story short, I don't think it's good.
Worst case scenario, I think it just makes them more fearful
of everything.
Everything when they get older. Yeah, they're afraid of risks. They're afraid of, consequences. Ultimately they become afraid to act on anything.
So
unless you're my brother, then it just reinforces like I can fucking take it. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want anyways.
So your suggestion is to take things away then.
Privileges.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying take away rights like, hey, no dinner tonight. Hey, no fucking, electricity, no shower,
Yeah,
no
right.
toilet.
No toilet. No toilet tonight, boy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I told you. You're shitting in a bucket for a month if you keep acting like that.
That reminds me of my childhood.
Yours was because you were poor. It wasn't because you were
Yeah.
being bad. God was punishing you all, not your parents.
Yeah.
What do you
That's why
think?
I'm not a big fan.
Well, okay. Well, what do you think? This might. I don't.
Of God.
Yeah. What do you think of God, Steve? No.
Not a big fan.
But so are you taking care of your nephews full time now?
Nah, but they'll be there at least once or twice a week, every other week, something like that. And you're like, yeah, that's not much, but
No.
those are 4 fucking boys. Okay.
How old are they?
Like 0, 3, 5, and 8.
Okay. That's quite the big age range there.
A little bit, I guess.
I mean, you can't really the 0 one. Which one's the hardest one to take care of?
I would say
I got a number picked in my head, but go ahead. I want to see if I'm right.
5.
5. I was gonna pick 3. But
Well, they go back and forth.
okay. Is it the 5-year-old?
He's the most whiny, that's for sure.
See well, he's not the baby. You just told me that a fucking 0-year-old.
Right.
0-year-old. Does the mom work or something? Is that what it is? And you guys
she
just
does,
You
yeah.
just gotta watch them.
And I also think her sister is like, hey, let's give her a break once in a while because she works and has 4 kids and there's no daddy and stuff like that. So
Damn. Okay. Same dad for all of them.
oh yeah,
Where's the dad at? If you feel
probably
like
dead or in jail or just
Oh.
being a general piece of shit somewhere.
one of those fucking deadbeat dads is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
What if you're like their brother in a way? Wouldn't that be a crazy small world?
I'm whose brother?
The kid you're taking care of, like it was your dad.
Oh, okay.
Same MO.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, could
Like,
be.
All of a sudden they come over with a brand new like PS5 or Xbox Series X. And you're like, that son of a bitch. He's at it again.
Right. I see what you're doing, but you're not going to get me.
Not gonna get you. Oh, okay. All right.
So, take away the Xbox is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it up.
But then they just scream forever.
You gotta.
So what's your solution to that?
stand firm. What else they got?
That's about it.
They don't have cell phones, tablets, anything like that.
Maybe a tablet.
Do they need it for school?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Take that next.
All right. So how do you silence them though?
You just be like, hey, you misbehaved. You gotta live with it. I mean, act like you do not care about that crime.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty loud. Small place.
Yeah. Well,
4 of them. So spank them. That's what you're getting at.
wear their fucking asses out. I'm kidding. But,
Oh heavens no! Jesus. Awful.
all 4 of them start crying.
No, not at the same time. Usually, no.
Just 5. Just the 5-year-old does when you.
Well, he cries about everything.
Oh.
Just like I wanted to do that first, or whatever.
Yeah. And what does your co-parent say?
And he's not quite, like if it's a game, like racing or throwing footballs. He's not very good or very fast. He's 5.
Yeah.
So of course his 8-year-old brother kicks his ass.
Yeah. Have you set him
So
down?
he has to cry about that.
Have you
So
set
then I
him
have
down?
to talk to the 8-year-old and be like, just let him win, because he's just gonna cry, and I don't want to hear it.
And that kid's
You can kick his ass. It's fine.
Yeah.
Just let him win.
and he's like, I don't think so, Uncle Steve. That ain't gonna work for me, brother.
And they just fucking tackles him.
Yeah. I'm here to win. I get it though, being the older sibling.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted to let my little brother win.
Yeah.
Ever.
Did
But-
you have to?
No.
Okay.
My parents didn't care.
Okay.
Go watch your Barney. Let your kid play it.
So he had the same reaction though. Like, I can't beat him.
Well, no, he would get mad and like start swinging.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't cry too much about it. He'd do something about it.
Well, good.
Yeah.
I wish this one would do that instead.
Maybe take him to the side and teach him some tricks.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, your brother, when he goes to tackle you, just get out of the way.
Very good.
Let him hit that head. You'll be smarter than him the rest of your days.
Good Lord.
I'm just kidding.
All right.
This is a comedy podcast, by the way. Please don't take all this stuff seriously.
Yeah, I was very not concerned, but curious how this was going to go.
Yeah.
Being a more serious subject matter this week. We'll see. You ready to jump in?
Let's do it.
What's this called?
Daughter. Dangerous Secret.
What episode is it?
Season 4, Episode 8.
All right. So this episode starts out with Cory, and he's at the trailer park.
Yeah.
He's heading over to Sean's because he is, quote, sick.
Yep, parents are out of town. Sean's sick. Cory's bringing over some supplies to help nurse him back to health.
Yeah, checking on him. Brought him some cough syrup, some aspirin, some vapor rub, and I believe there were some flowers in there as well.
Yeah. He's a very thoughtful guy, that Cory.
But he didn't quite pull out the flowers yet because he didn't know if they were appropriate.
Right.
So, what was Sean's response to that? I don't remember.
To the flowers?
Yeah.
He's just, I don't know. The whole time Sean is in, they're in Sean's house. Like, Sean is kind of acting weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's getting impatient wanting Cory to leave.
Sure. Why?
Well, it turns out he's got a girl over.
Yeah. So out comes Claire.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen Claire before.
No, I don't think we see her again, do we?
Doubtful.
Yeah.
Doubtful.
But
there she is in all her glory.
She is staying over. Cory thinks something's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sean's like, oh shit, now I have to silence Cory. He knows too much.
Yep. So he kills Cory.
Yep. And now it's Sean meets World for 3 seasons.
Turns into making a murderer.
Yeah. Is that the one with the guy, like, the justice system really fucked him, but he wasn't a good person to begin with anyways?
Sure.
Right?
Well, I mean, what's a good person? Why is he not a good person? He was already in prison, yes, but that was a fuck up too. So he was in prison for like 18 years for no reason at all because he wasn't the dude that killed or raped the previous girl either. Then he was going to have like a lawsuit against the town or, police department, whatever, about the whole thing because he wasted 18 years of his fucking life in prison for no reason. And then this thing happened. So I guess the conspiracy is that it was planted or whatever to get rid of him so they wouldn't have to pay him off. Multiple millions of dollars or whatever. But maybe he did it. I don't know. Who knows?
I quit feeling sympathetic for him when he was hurting animals. So,
what was he doing? I don't recall.
I can't remember either. It was like burning dogs or something like that.
Really? I don't remember that.
Could be wrong. Could be way off. Could have watched something different. I don't know.
Are you talking about Joe Exotic?
No. Dude, I'm sorry. Fuck everyone in that Tiger King show.
Really?
Seriously, fuck every one of them.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shame that Joe is a piece of shit because he's a great character.
Yeah. But I wouldn't even feed them to the animals because I wouldn't want to pollute their insides with that fucking shit.
Well, I mean, he's probably better or at least on par to what he was feeding them previously.
Yeah. Well, oh, you mean like all the expired meat and shit? From the...
Yeah.
I don't know. Didn't they pass... Was it there they passed a law where you cannot privately own big cats anymore? Like the Tiger King law or something like that?
That I'm not sure.
I think there was a law passed.
It's just in that state?
It might have been a federal law passed.
Oh, does Carol Baskin still have her tigers?
That
ate her husband?
Yeah. Did that actually come out? He actually did get eaten by the tigers?
I mean, I have my suspicion.
She seems a little squirrely.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And now she's like on Dancing with the Stars or something.
I guess it didn't mean anything. Fucking Cardi B got Woman of the Year, but she's came out and talked about assaulting men and shit, so.
Oh boy, I don't like the way this is going.
Yeah, anyways, we're
Claire
back
is
to
here. Sean couldn't tell Cory. He tells Cory. And Claire asked him not to tell anyone that she was there either. Of course, Cory says, I have no one to tell because usually I would tell Sean, but he already knows.
At least I think he does.
Yeah, unless he's that much of an idiot. Which, well,
I was going to
we've
rag on him for the
seen,
shirt, but, you know, that was very 90s. A pro.
Oh, excuse me?
The shirt Sean's wearing.
What's a pro?
Appropriate.
A
pro.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it was filmed in the 90s, so it
Yeah.
probably wasn't hard to come up with.
Do you have any shirts like that in the 90s?
I don't even remember what it looked like. What did it look like?
Oh, man, it had like some kind of African-like design on it. It looked African to me.
Mm-hmm. Just like a t-shirt?
Yeah. But like that, you saw
like
that.
there was like a square, and it's like a weird image.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
saw
like
that.
a white shirt.
You saw that artwork like all the time in the 90s. I feel like anytime you go into a mall or something.
No, I don't believe I had anything similar to that.
Yeah.
You?
No, I didn't even get Jinkos till they were already 5 years out of style. So
He's wearing them now.
yeah, they're very comfortable. I don't know why they went out of style.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they would feel like now.
Jinkos?
Yeah.
They feel good. You want to try them on?
Yeah. They've been wearing tight pants for so long now.
That's the thing now, huh?
Like to throw those on where they're like 5 times the size of your leg.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. That would feel so strange, I think.
I don't know.
But they were pretty cool.
I could never wear tight pants, man.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I can't, they're so uncomfortable.
Yours are pretty tight.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah.
They don't feel like it.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, they look good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're Jinkos, but they're pretty
Yeah.
tight.
Well, I got
So
like
that might be an issue.
you get they run pretty large, so if you get a size under, they look like normal jeans.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, I heard some of my Christmas presents this year were coming from Old Navy. And I was like, I can't wear that shit.
They run small in Old Navy? Or?
They're made for little boys, man. I'm too like narrow or too wide for it. Like everything I try to wear there, like it goes over my belly just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like chest, shoulders, back, no.
I wouldn't know. I've never been able to afford Old Navy before. So
Come on now. Whatever. It's not like it's fucking Express or New York and Company in there. It's like $20 shirts and stuff.
I'm wearing a free t-shirt I got from working at Bo's Smoke Shop, which I wear like almost every day.
No, you don't. You wore your Insane Clown Posse shirt last recording session.
Yeah, you caught me on an off day last week.
It was a bright-ass shirt.
It's pretty bright.
Super green.
And like some, I don't know what you call these.
Dickies?
Like workout pants here from Walmart. So.
Is it because of your weight gain?
Yeah, I'm fat. I can't wear any of my clothes anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give you shit. I'm just asking. It's just...
Yeah, that's my life now.
Because you used to wear...
Made fun of Zachary too long.
That's what happens.
Bit me in the ass.
You wait for that hair loss to fucking go after making fun of me.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's what happened to Brandon.
No, I don't know. It's still there pretty good, right?
Yeah, it is. you fucking prick. But yeah, Brandon makes fun of it all the time. And then, like, he saw, like, a little creep up right there, and he started freaking the fuck out. I was like, yeah, man, you're going bald. Just embrace it.
Yeah, I'm fat, dude. I'm like 200 pounds now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You used to weigh, like, what, 160?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
It's that vegan diet, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Making you fat like a cow going to slaughter or something.
It's probably like zero activity.
Yeah. We got a gym membership.
Yeah, but I was a little unclear on if it was ever open or if we were still involved with it.
I mean,
with the whole thing.
I drove past there.
But they're open now.
Yesterday.
Apparently.
Yeah, they're open.
She went yesterday, I think. I don't know.
I thought about getting another membership and stuff, but I think I'm gonna hold out for a little bit.
What?
Just something about being like indoors with a bunch of people right now.
Well, you got mask on while you work out because that's smart.
I mean, I feel like you should be wearing them. It's not like they cause you stop breathing.
I don't know. I get wore out walking through Walmart with a mask on.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
It didn't bother me at all, man.
I'm not healthy.
Like
Fat. I'm 200 pounds over here.
Like I'm 250, so I'm fucking Jabba the Hutt apparently.
Well, I mean, we just established I've been 160 forever.
That's true. I was 160.
And 40 pounds came out of nowhere.
It did kind of creep up on you.
Yeah.
Did it really, though, or it hasn't been building up for like over a year?
I've definitely had tits for a while.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you were pushing 180 about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. It's that married life doing it to you.
Mm.
That's what it is. You're all domesticated now, settled down.
Could be.
Not wild, out running free anymore.
Maybe that sweet Mary Jane.
Do you go on
And all the munchies.
That's true.
No, not really. I have trouble eating, actually, so I don't know why I'm so fat.
Are you still having those issues?
Yeah, a little bit.
Have you, like, pinpointed certain foods to stay away from?
Anything mushy. That really grosses me out.
Okay, so you got to have crunch.
Yeah.
I got you.
Something real hard.
Real hard. Like hard salami.
My mouth, yeah.
It's the best salami. You all shouldn't make fun of me for liking hard salami.
Hard salami and what?
Extra thick bologna.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get back to the serious shit.
Yeah, I don't know where we went with that at all.
Cory.
I'm not quite as high as last week, and I'm more confused this week, I think.
You were, oh my God, man, if the listeners at home could have seen you guys. I didn't know we were going to be able to do a show last week.
Wasn't that bad.
It was the highest I've ever seen you.
Well, yeah, that's true. So Claire, she's there.
Yeah. Claire is there.
And Cory's not going to tell anyone. Let's go to Chubby's, where Cory and Sean are there, doing their thing, whatever you do at Chubby's. I guess eat, although the food I have heard is not very good.
Yeah, turkey sandwich, holds something, I can't remember.
Mm-hmm. He's going to wipe his nose or something and ask you something.
Yeah.
I forget.
What do you want?
Something like that. Yeah.
And you just tell him, and that's what you get. And then somebody asked for like a Diet Coke, and he poured half of it out and gave him the regular Coke half full.
Yeah, I like Chubby. I wish we saw more Chubby.
Yeah. Everybody likes a Chubby now and then.
Yeah. That's good.
But they're not eating here, Cory and Sean. They are, looks like studying.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I knew from this scene that this was going to be a serious episode because Sean is reading a book.
Really?
Like, he isn't pretending to. He is in it. He is not showing any attention to Cory. He is in this book.
Could you make out what it was?
No, I couldn't.
Any guesses?
But I could tell you it was right side up. He wasn't pulling a George Bush. He was reading this thing the way books are meant to be read.
Bush did that?
Yeah.
Really? When?
Had that book upside down when he got notified 9/11 happened.
Was it like in a significant day, perhaps?
Yeah, I just gave you the date.
Interesting. What book was he reading?
I don't even remember, man.
Wasn't it like a kid's book or something?
Something like that.
I thought wasn't he reading for kids?
Yeah, he was reading to kids.
Yeah.
But
because he couldn't quite read to a grade any higher than that. That's what you're saying.
Sean's at Chubby's. He's not eating. He is studying. So we know we have to take Sean seriously this episode. Normally he's the goof. He's dumb. Beautiful hair. A hit with the ladies. But we get to see another layer of the onion that is Sean this episode.
So he's reading a book. Cory. He's trying to read something else.
Yeah, he's trying to read Sean's agenda with Claire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not going too well.
Trying to read his, I got nothing.
Yeah. He's trying to read Sean's intent, but Sean is a closed book. Yes, pun intended. He's not getting anything out of him.
Yeah, basically Cory, as we just went over, he saw the girl over at Sean's house. They were alone. Cory now wants to hear his friend's adventures from the night before, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Ninth base. Cory, at this
I've never
point-
been there.
No, me neither. I was never really good at baseball. I think I covered that on the show.
That's true.
But, yeah, Sean's not wanting to divulge any details, and Cory is starting to kind of feel like he's missing out, because, as I think he put it, Claire and Sean barely know each other. Him and Topanga have been dating since,
Forever.
Yeah, since they were little kids,
Mhm.
and all they do is kiss.
Although they just started in season 3, I believe it was. But
yeah,
we'll hear a bunch of different stories as time goes on.
Yeah, it gets retconned a whole lot, kind of like that door in the, main lobby in school, the hallway.
Very true. Yeah. So yeah, Cory's like, "Hey, you spent the night with a girl without me, for one." I mean, so I don't know what Cory's into,
Well,
but he's into something. Also, we found out Cory's address here. Did you remember that?
321.
Yeah.
It's a little hard to forget, but Cory still carries it around in his wallet.
And he's upset that he's still only kissing Topanga. And he also wants to know what exactly is the next step. What is the next step? What he was doing later on with the reach under?
Yeah, reach around.
Mm-hmm. The reach around.
Reach around.
My God, Topanga.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But comparing yourself to others here,
Okay.
I think we can all agree that you shouldn't do it,
Mm-hmm.
but we're all guilty of it.
Sure.
You ever compare yourself to people and like, hey, and it makes you feel like insignificant or like you're not measuring up? Has that ever happened to you?
Probably. Yeah.
That's really.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of surprised because I pictured you saying, no, I never do anything like that. You're like, no, everybody's trying to measure something. I'm the measuring stick, fucko.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we'll go with.
Okay.
No. I mean, I think you said it yourself. We all do, right?
Yeah.
You mean about anything?
Yeah. I'm sure I know yours.
Mm-hmm.
Poker, for instance.
Mm.
Your main passion in life, I would say.
Yeah, probably. What about it?
You ever feel like, fuck, I'm inferior to this player, or why can't I get on this
I think
level?
I'm the greatest and everyone is dumb and lucky.
Okay, thank you for proving my point that I went in here with. You do not have those feelings of insufficiency. See? I feel insufficient towards you because you can speak correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm very well at it.
Yeah, I'm very well at it. I are smart.
I are baboon.
Yeah. Best part about that show. That show is just like nasty.
What's it from?
It's just filth. Like,
What's it from?
cow and chicken.
Yes. Well, I mean, there's a lot of gross shows like Ren and Stimpy and...
It looked a lot like Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah. Is there another gross one?
I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be one.
Yeah, probably. Right into what's the email again?
Boremailbag@gmail.com.
You got it. So Cory is now at home and he's working on his wonderful opening lines that he's going to greet Topanga with when she arrives. Do you remember what they were at all?
Hey, how you doing? That's all I got. I just remember, you like my outfit? Or
Yeah, these old things. Yeah.
Yeah.
He keeps saying it over and over again.
Yeah,
right?
just tried cliches.
Mhm. So she's there. He opens up the door, and it doesn't work exactly as he pictured, but he still carries on through it.
Yeah, doesn't miss a beat. He hits his rehearsal perfectly.
Well, I mean, it was a little deflated at the end where he's like, what, these old things?
What, these old things?
So he is inviting Topanga upstairs to his room, which is also Eric's room, but to check out his new, what was it, CD changer. Did you ever have a CD changer?
I
You
did.
got one now, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work, but
Mhm.
I got one.
Did you ever have one that worked?
I did.
Did you like it?
I loved it. Having like 5 CDs in there.
Pretty sick.
One time I played Tony Hawk's Underground or American Wasteland one. I can't remember. And just free skated for 5 hours listening to Metallica. Because I had like the whole discography on CD at one point.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
There's Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master Puppets, Injustice for All.
None of the good shit?
Black Album. You know, the one with all the hits.
Which one?
Black Album.
Oh, I was thinking like
Saint Anger.
the later stuff when they got good.
Saint Anger.
Yeah.
Death Magnetic.
Mm-hmm.
No. Saint Anger was the first CD I ever bought. I think I talked about that on here. And I still liked music afterwards. So.
That's pretty good. So he's gonna check out the CD changer. They get up to the room. There's a bunch of candles lit and all over the place. And Topanga asked us a question if he was having a seance, which I thought, yeah, maybe he could be. Son of the devil. You never know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not uncommon there, right? It's
I wouldn't think so.
It's probably a Tuesday night.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. All right.
In the Lucifer household.
He also has a book of poetry and a plate of grapes ready to go.
Yeah.
He's going to throw on some music in this wonderful CD changer, which I don't believe they said how many discs it held.
No.
But
probably like 5, right?
Is that the average?
That's what mine had.
Okay. And I believe the first thing to play was like a Barney song.
Yeah, some kind of sing-along song.
Imitation of, yeah. Then we get to a wonderful album that came with the Volvo owned by Amy.
Yeah.
Which has nice, I don't know, how do you describe this music?
Muzak.
Was it Muzak?
Elevator music or
yeah.
whatever.
And then all of a sudden, like, guy don't know how to, like, to put on the seatbelt or some shit.
Yeah, like, thank you for purchasing your Volvo.
Then we get a little kissy going on, and then, as we said before...
Yeah, despite all that, Topanga still wants to kiss Cory.
And Cory goes for the, what'd you call it, a reach around.
Reach around to the strap.
And, well, I don't think she's really into it.
No. She feels uncomfortable, and she leaves.
Well, Cory leaves.
Yeah, he's so pathetic he throws himself out.
Yeah, so pathetic.
Pathetic. He's so pathetic. Well, this week I learned how to say pathetic. What about you guys?
But before he leaves out of patheticness... Is that right?
Patheticness?
Yeah.
Sure. You're still pathetic, Steven.
He accidentally lets it slip that he's trying to keep up with Sean, basically.
Yeah, and look, man, I don't think you're ever supposed to say that to a girl.
Probably not.
When you're trying to score. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
Makes them feel cheap.
Sure,
like they're a number.
Well, at least it's number one.
Did you ever feel like you had to keep up with your friends?
No.
As far as exploits with the women?
No.
Once again, you were the measuring stick, right? You had to keep up with you.
No. No. But no. I mean, I don't even recall it ever being like a thing that we really talked about. Like you always see in movies or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, I fucking bagged this chick. Like maybe it would casually be brought up like for a second. Like, okay, whatever.
I had friends who would talk about it, but I think I had enough sense to know, like, okay, if you're talking about it, it probably didn't happen.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never recalled anything like, oh yeah, I did this. And
or like all my friends are having sex, so I gotta have sex.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you?
Nah.
You don't want to keep up with those stories that you heard about that you maybe think were fake?
Nah, because if it was true about the girls they were talking about, probably isn't much to write home about. Sorry.
So they were getting it on with the prettiest girls in school, you're saying?
Well, yeah, duh.
Okay.
Who wants to do that? That's boring.
Speaking of school, let's go to school here, and we have a little bit of trouble in paradise, as Feeney says.
Yeah. He's like, normally I don't get involved with my students, but you two are just so cute together. I feel like I have to intervene.
Mm-hmm. Also, your Barney CD flew through my window and landed on whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, some kind of watercress geranium or some bullshit. Whatever botany he was working on that day.
So Feeney enjoys the plants, what you're saying.
Yeah. He likes to garden, he likes to read, he likes to do all these cultured activities.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Do you wish you were more like that?
I do.
Are you more like that, though?
I don't have plants to take care of. That's more her, the missus.
Mm.
I'm the reader, though.
I've seen you cut some shit.
I have. It's begrudgingly, though. I don't enjoy it. I'm just like, I got to get this out of the way. Even though I don't own this plant, I'll cut it.
Okay.
But I do want a greenhouse when I get home.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How big?
Probably like 10 by 12 or something.
Really?
Yeah. Grow me some tomatoes, some green peppers. Maybe get an avocado tree in there if I get it warm enough.
You're going to do all this by yourself?
Yeah, man.
You're going to build it by yourself?
I'm going to try it, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Or I might just be one of those guys that go and buy like the kit and put it together.
Okay, well, that's fair.
I might do that, yeah.
Can Brandon and myself watch?
Watch? You don't want to help, you just want to watch?
Well, supervise, if you will.
Sure. You mean heckle?
Well, I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
Get some bleachers out there so you can throw peanuts and
Well, I mean, yeah.
pick up that glass, pussy.
You know us.
Yeah. That's why I don't help you all move.
Well, come on, Brandon would help.
He wouldn't help.
You don't think so?
No. He'd stand there and wait for me to tell him what to do.
Well, he'd get to it.
I'm just kidding. He's probably super hands-on now since he's had to be a man and a parent. We should really have him on to talk about disciplining children.
That's true. Very
I
true.
feel like he's probably the most wholesome person we know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, face value, probably know a whole lot of
Domestic.
wholesome people, but like knowing him personally, like he's a legit good, wholesome dude.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That he is. I should pay him back one day.
You probably should. At least do something. Show him some poker tricks or something.
Ooh. I can teach him how to lose $100 in one hand.
He's like, I already lost 800.
Doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, Trouble in Paradise, Feeney, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to help out Cory because they're a cute couple. I think his whole advice was just communicate.
Yeah, communication is the key to any successful relationship.
Cory gives it a shot.
Yep. And she's like, I don't know what to say to you right now.
So that didn't work.
Yeah. Cory's like, you got anything else, Feeney? And he just walks off.
He shakes his head. Topanga was shaking his head. And Cory's like, well, I know how to make people shake their heads at least.
Yeah.
So,
Always the optimist, Cory.
Yeah. Nothing to say. This is Sean's fault. And Cory promised not to tell. I don't know what those notes mean exactly. Can you put that together?
Well, Sean comes up. Cory's aggravated because he blew things with Topanga. He's blaming Sean for it because he's like, yeah, I told Topanga about you and Claire. Sean was like, hey, you motherfucker, I told you not to tell anybody about it. And you told somebody about it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm mad at you too.
So Friday night, no date with Topanga. Also, Eric has no date.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really understand what happened exactly, other than he came down and said, you know what we haven't done in a while is get the family together and sing. I think he starts singing like Row Your Boat, I think. I don't know.
Some song, and the family doesn't start singing. It's just Eric singing.
Yeah, because Cory's like, okay, parents sing, and they're not doing it. And he's like, okay, the sad, lonely guys or whatever only. And Eric joins it. This is pretty good. Then Eric comes upstairs and gives him a little pep talk. You want to go through this? Did you ever give your brother any kind of pep talks, by the way?
My brother's never come to me for advice.
Okay. You never went out of your way to just give it.
I mean, I probably tried, and he just blew it off because he was
Just
probably
looked at his phone and said, fuck off.
He was probably right to blow it off too, because I mean, like, I don't have any fucking advice. 17 years old, that's gonna be worth a shit to you. I taught him how to drive. I have given him advice on some things.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why it's so good?
No, other people taught him how to drive too. I taught him how to pass the fucking exam. The other people taught him how to drive.
Okay.
Just kidding, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let that one breathe a minute. Let that marinate.
So what did Eric tell Cory here?
He's like, you remember Mitch?
Was it
Because Cory was like, what was your first time like? And he's like, you remember Mitch?
Mm-hmm.
Like his buddy from school? And he's like, I don't think I want to know about your first time now.
Yeah, let's hear about your second time.
And Eric goes on
Which
about...
is probably offensive now.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny.
It was funny. Because you understand at that time it was okay to joke about it.
Sure. And it still is.
It's okay to joke about a lot of things.
I think so. Anything,
it's
in
just
my opinion.
Comedy. It's not significant to anything. It's just to get a laugh.
Yeah.
But if it's not funny, then you're in trouble. So you better make it fucking funny.
I don't think there's a line.
You don't think so?
In my opinion.
No line.
No. Just go for it.
No statute of limitations. Like, okay, this is
no.
too soon.
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Sooner the better.
Sooner the better. Pour salt in there while it's still festering.
Yeah. It's all in good fun.
Anyways, Eric gives his brother advice. Like a sweet, perfect family sitcom brother would.
Well, what did Mitch and him do?
They had
They didn't have sex.
They always compared themselves to one another. There was always a competition. Mitch got this bike that Eric had, but he didn't have his trailing wheels on.
Ooh.
And Eric wanted Alan, his father, the devil, to take the training wheels off. And
so it can be a badass like Mitch.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, I want to ride like a badass hell dad. And he's like, you're not ready for it.
Mm-hmm. What's Mitch do? Well,
Mitch wasn't ready for it either.
No.
So they did a race downhill. Mitch fell, hit his head on a trash can. And that's why he had to repeat the 6th grade 11 times.
Yep. I'm not sure why Eric had to, but...
Well, he was already disadvantaged from the get-go.
So, yeah, I think... what's Eric getting out here?
Don't compare yourself to other people.
Why not?
And don't take the training wheels off before you're ready.
Yeah.
Sex is like riding a bike without training wheels.
Sex is like a bike without training wheels. You'll fall off and hurt your head.
Yeah.
If you're not ready. You ever fell off and hurt your head?
Yeah, actually. Surprisingly. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, just tumbled off.
Sean is at Cory's. He snuck in through the window as he always does because he doesn't believe in doors.
Yeah. He's like, he likes the thrill of it, the action. And Cory's like, are you still mad? And he's like, nah, bro, friends for life. You know how it is. We're good.
Of course.
It's the way it should be.
And I think that is, I think they portray an actual boy friendship pretty accurately.
You think so?
Yeah. Because we'll have these things and we're like, fuck you. And then later on, it's like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, unless you're like me.
Then you hold a grudge for a little bit.
For life, yeah. I'll tell you, it's cool. But then like a month later, like totally unrelated to the argument we're having, I'll throw it back at you.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you to bring up this best 6 players of poker thing. They didn't quite make the cut. But
Oh, no. I wasn't upset about your dumb, insignificant fucking list that didn't have me on it, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter to the rest of the world. Why should it fucking matter to me? You know?
Oh, hey, I'm
not mad about it.
You're one of those libtards, right?
Yeah, man. I am. Safe space and all. What you need?
Sunday, you can play a poker tournament with Daniel Negreanu for one. It's a $75 buy-in. All the money goes to Flip the Senate in Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the buy?
Go to allinga.com. Check it out. What's the buy-in? I said $75.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to buy you in too?
Sure, why not?
All right.
You want to play against Daniel Negreanu
and
Louis Anderson?
When does it start?
I believe it's 3 p.m. Sunday, which is tomorrow.
Holy shit, I can actually...
Or today.
Oh,
it's already happening.
Damn it. We got to turn the show off.
Yeah.
You know, your boy Andrew Yang moved to Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to help out.
Interesting.
So it'll be cool if they get it. I'm interested to see what happens. Finally get, Mitch McConnell, the majority leader seat.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Still waiting for Trump to come in and save the day here.
Yeah. Come on, QAnon. What's the hold up here?
It's all about the long game, you know?
Yeah, the real long game. Keep your eye on the birdie.
Yeah, Sean's here. They're friends still. He wants to know if he can bring Claire to Cory's house because Sean's parents are back in town. But Cory's parents are never out of town, so I don't know how this is going to work at all.
They're just sound sleepers, I guess. And he's like, come on, you got like a normal person's house, Cory. You got room. Let her stay there.
And here's where Sean basically tells her, or Cory, that the real situation that's going on here.
Yeah. Claire's dad
is a dick.
Is a rude boy.
Mm. Yeah. That's one way I would say he's a real jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a butthole.
Yeah, a little bit.
Likes to beat on his kid.
Not a good dude.
But he's like, he's got some pull in town, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, he's the VP of a bank.
Yeah. Controls the money.
Is that a big deal, actually? Yeah.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, you're definitely well off at that point, right?
Okay. So Claire gets there. Something about her aunts in Vermont. It's real nice. There's flowers. I don't know. Vermont known for their flowers? You're a flower guy.
It's very pretty.
Okay.
Like the foliage and everything. Plus, they got Bernie Sanders, so it's fucking amazing.
Well, we'll see. She wants some milk, which is kind of like a fuck you, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
And then she pretends to be asleep when he gets back.
Yeah. Also, I feel
she was pretending, right? I mean, I'm not making that up.
The most important thing needs to be pointed out because
but before you fucking say this, I took this note down. You're gonna say something about her shoes being on the couch.
Huh?
Is that what you're going?
I'm just gonna say maybe she wouldn't get fucking beat if she take her shoes off before getting on the couch.
Okay.
No, I didn't say that.
I knew it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I knew it.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I purposely wrote that down. Shoes on couch. Because I saw you react as soon as she was laying there. I was like, this motherfucker's going to say something about
that
shoes
is
on the couch.
A fucking whippable offense. You skipped the fucking Xbox then. No, I'm just kidding. But more importantly, everything going on in this episode, everything we've talked about so far, this is the thing you need to pay attention to. And if you're not watching for it, you will miss it in this episode. Cory goes in there to get the milk, right?
Yeah.
Opens up the fridge, takes out the container. That's not milk, bro. That's creamer.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the shape of it. Nobody buys a milk carton that small.
Well, what was the shape? What's it look like?
It's smaller, slimmer. You know, like you can buy a carton of milk, right?
Was it like a coconut milk kind of thing?
No, bro. It was a half and half looking container, like a carton of milk.
So like a small square.
Well, a rectangle, but
I mean from the bottom.
Yeah, from the bottom. I didn't see the bottom. I saw the side of it. But, you know, you look at a milk carton, it's 4x4, right? Mm-hmm. Creamer is like 2x2. Mm-hmm. That was a 2x2 carton. So Cory has went his whole life believing that creamer is milk.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is also the same household where people drink hot, scalding coffee out of just a regular glass, I believe?
Well, they are the offspring of the devil. I think they can take the heat. But the creamer thing, that's
a little odd.
It's like we don't have milk in hell, okay? We have creamer, that's it.
Well, maybe he wanted to give her something a little sweeter.
Maybe. You know, a little thicker. Yeah. Settle on the stomach a little better.
Or maybe Cory just doesn't know what the fuck milk and creamer or anything is. He just grabbed something out of the fridge, said, fuck it, I'll pour it in a cup.
Yeah. Well, it's not orange juice, so it's got to be milk, right?
Because, I think we've been over that he might not be the brightest.
Yeah.
Or he could be too bright. I don't know.
He's not the brightest bulb in the tool shed, is what you're saying.
Or in the fridge when the door's open.
Yeah. Sure.
So shoes on the couch, huh? Really got you going?
I don't like it. But I seriously did not pay attention to that when we were watching it. But yeah, I can't stand shoes being in the bed or on the couch.
What about socks?
Socks are okay. They're acceptable.
What if I've been walking around all day in them?
Even outside and stuff?
Just inside.
Inside, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
Even in bed?
Even in bed.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You don't care?
Shoes, no, but socks, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, we're not fucking barbarians over here in Nazis. You can leave the socks on. Damn.
Barbarians and Nazis.
Yeah.
It's the episode title.
Nazi barbarians.
So she's asleep now. She didn't give a fuck about that milk. Or maybe she went to sleep because she was like, is that fucking creamer? I don't want that. I'm going to sleep.
I don't feel safe in this house anymore. Fuck it, I'll go home and take the beating. Just don't try to give me creamer. God damn y'all. What kind of shit show you running over here at 321 Lucifer Lane?
I believe we jump back to school at this point. And Cory's like, yeah, you saved her. Your plan of one night at a time worked for one night. And here we are. We should go to the police, blah, blah, blah. No, this wasn't at school. This was in Cory's room, maybe?
No, it was actually in the lobby. And then they go to talk in Turner's room.
Okay.
And Cory's like, yeah, when you get the cops involved, Sean says cops just make everything worse. And he's like, yeah, when you put a cherry bomb in a mailbox.
You remember that?
Yeah. And
really?
he was on the run.
Do you really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he's just like, no, Sean, you're a criminal.
Or when you steal Turner's motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cops made it worse.
They're
just doing their job.
Callbacks. But yeah, they're just doing their jobs. You're a criminal. You have a skewed opinion about this.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Claire comes in. She's like, if you go to the police, I will just lie.
Yep.
Dad is just stressed out at work, and I'm in his way sometimes, and he just has to beat the fuck out of me to get it all out. I mean, it's not a big deal.
This is like a common thing with like domestic abuse victims, right? Where they like defend the people abusing them.
Is this like a Stockholm syndrome or something?
I mean, it's got to be something similar, right? Because you hear about that, like cops will respond to a domestic abuse thing, and the woman's like, if you try to. The guy resists and you're trying to take him to jail, like the woman will fucking try to help him out. Like,
sure.
The guy that's just been beaten on.
Well, when it comes down to it, it's still my husband, right?
I guess, yeah. But you're the one that called. What's going on?
I don't know. I cannot speak on such things.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet. So she's going to stay at Cory's again, I believe, is the plan here.
Yep.
But she had showed up. She got a huge ass black eye. So he takes her over to Sean's to be like, yo, we got to do something.
Yeah. We ain't all good, bro. We got to do something about this.
But here's the little thing in my I questioned. They just went into Sean's trailer now and having this conversation. His parents are supposed to be home again, right?
Right. Once
again, very sound sleepers, I guess, because this is just like, dude, we got to call the fucking police. And she's like, no, and blah, blah, blah. And they're like right there, and all the lights are on.
Or they just tell him that they're home when really they're gone, because they know he has a complex about his parents running off.
Okay. Good point.
Yeah.
So he said, fuck that girl, I don't want to help her. Well, Cory can do it, but I still want to be alone at home and cry about my parents.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, you do what you know, right?
So they go to Cory's. Good thing my parents aren't up. And, well, they're up.
Yeah. They're on the stairs.
So that didn't work out very well.
Waiting for him to come home. And
so what goes on here?
Well, they're want to know what's going on with the boys. The boys tell them, like, hey, we've been harboring.
Well, first of all, I like, because they're picking up like the blanket and the pillow or whatever.
Yeah.
Sean's like, well, first thing, it has nothing to do with this stuff.
You didn't see all this. And they're like, yeah, we're trying to keep this friend of ours safe from her parents. And they say, Claire. And Sean's like, God damn it, Cory, you did it again. Mm-hmm. And Cory's like, no, I didn't tell him. And then Amy says, well, we found her book here.
Yeah, Claire Ferguson,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah. So we...
And, Alan's telling him, like, hey, you got to, go to the cops about this. And they're like, no, Daddy, we got it. We sent her to Vermont
yes.
to be with her aunt. That's where she wants to be. And he's like, so what's going to keep the dad from getting her back? Distance isn't going to be the issue here.
Sean's going to stop him.
Yeah.
How
you can do that, Sean? And it's like, well, we got to keep it TVPG, so I guess I'm going to call the cops.
Well, what do you think his plan was if it was rated MA?
He's going to do something about it.
Okay. So Sean's going to make a life-changing choice here.
Yeah. The VP will not be in the work the next day.
Okay. And that's basically the end, right? They're heading out the door to go to the police or whatever, and yeah. And then we wrap it up with a letter from Claire talking about how great it is in Vermont, and Dad's going to counseling. Maybe they'll see each other again, because you have to wrap it up real nice like that.
Yeah, with a bow on it.
Yeah. And then Cory, may or may not have his grapes out for one reason or another.
Yeah, Topanga and him are back up in the room. Everybody's gone. There's no music. There's no candles. But they're all grapes.
Well, a guy can just like grapes, can he?
Cory's like, I just like grapes, man.
All right, let's listen to this Barney CD and sing. Or dance, I guess.
Yeah, it was a really cute scene.
And that's the end.
Wholesome.
Did we get all your shit?
We did. We got it all in.
Really?
Brother. What about yours?
I'm getting pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
My main note was the shoes on the couch. So
Unforgivable.
yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a guest. It's one thing if it's your couch.
Even then, man.
Still a no-no, really. But a little more leeway than some girl that I'm helping.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it. Here's my shoes.
Yeah.
Here's your couch.
The audacity.
Give me some milk. And then maybe that's why Cory got the creamer instead. He's like, fuck this, bitch.
Yeah,
Drink this creamer.
Comes in here all entitled, like, if you can't accept me at my worst, you can't have me at my best. Fucking putting her fucking shoes up on my couch. And
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So maybe, I don't know. It's a theory.
Yeah.
It's a theory. Well, I think your note did say something about theory. Did we get to that?
We did.
What was your theory
New
on
conspiracy, creamer. They only drink creamer in the
Okay.
Matthews household.
Okay. No milk.
No milk.
Any particular reason why?
Probably because it curdles in hell.
Very true.
Where creamer somehow stays the same. I don't know. But I'm going to dig into it. And I'm going to learn why. Just like I hope you learned something this week, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Anything you want to plug?
No. I don't have anything to plug. Just check out send us an email over at boremailbag@gmail.com.
There you go. boremailbag@gmail.com. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this show. I hope you enjoyed last week. That was pretty fun with little Zachary on here, and I know he's been on here via phone a time or two, but not quite the same.
Yeah, having him in studio was great.
And he's an interesting little fellow.
One of a kind.
We've talked about him plenty throughout these past, 4 seasons here. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it again. Maybe we should have Brandon on sometime as well.
He should definitely be on at least one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you'd be too shy to say anything.
Probably. Maybe we'll get him to drink or smoke or something. That'd be
both,
okay.
and get him on there real good.
Yeah. Maybe buy a shirt over at, the link's on the Twitter at Boar Meets World. Since I don't really own the URL anymore.
Way to go.
Well, it costs money, and you can't spend money unless you buy shirts over at whatever that website is. So go pick one up.
Yeah. Check the Twitter.
And
URL's on there.
Maybe it'll be Boar Merch at boarmerch.com once again.
Yeah.
Until then, I believe it's rebrandly.something/whatever. So, yeah, you need to buy a shirt because you don't want to type that in every time you want to buy a shirt, do you?
No, we gotta get some money. Hell, we're not even talking about Saved by the Boar anymore. We got more pressing concerns here.
What is it?
We gotta get our URL back.
We gotta get our URL. We gotta figure out this. What are we doing about this Full House? I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
We've had quite a few requests about that.
I know it's weird, right? It's probably because we didn't ask them to buy anything to do it like we did with the Saved by the Boar.
I guess we might actually have to do it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
And talking about maybe getting the Patreon going on again. Well, maybe Zachary would be involved with that as well. So we'll see what's going on. Working on some things here.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll continue to be here week after week.
Let's quit making some promises.
No
real quick.
long breaks.
I think we've done enough.
Yeah.
I think you're setting us up.
Well, I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying
You're talking about
there's
this
things in the
Patreon.
works. They might work out. They might not.
I just learned about this fucking Patreon thing.
You guys know better.
Boar House.
You guys know better than to listen to any promises that we make at this point.
we can guarantee that you will always get what you get from us.
That's yeah. I would say that's true.
The quality will always be the same.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
All right. I don't know if we can say much more than that.
I think we've said all that needs to be said.
Said too much. All right. We'll see you.
Yeah, next week.
Maybe.
Yeah. Bye.